What's up guys, it's Sorin here from Tom Miniatures again with Cosmo, our painter, and today we're reviewing a very cool Dark Eldar army. So, this army is one of our coolest and most unique armies, and it was Cosmo's first army. When he came here he did his training and his lessons on that army. And it's very cool because our customer didn't know what he wanted in the army and what theme should the Dark Eldar army have, so we came to an agreement that a Mad Max theme, like a Mad Max theme,
the latest Mad Max film,
yeah, should go very well with the Rusty, the Scrapyard theme, the weathered vehicles, the corroded iron and all that stuff.
And all other rusted parts of the miniatures respectively.
As you can see here, we painted the Dark Eldar in a predominantly blue theme, turquoise blue, and the secondary colors were metals, were copper, and the silver metal and the rust theme, and all the weathering went very well with these colors. So Cosmo, after you started the models, we had to make a lot of weathering on them.
Yes, so basically this was my very first project ever since I made my debut here at Top Miniatures, and it became my instant favorite. I really like the Talos, for example. They are very interesting miniatures. They reminded me of, let's say, some space zombie creatures, alien creatures, and they were very interesting with all those claws, those spiky tails, those weapons, those but all the blood and the rust on it, and it was very interesting to make them. I had lots of fun when I first started here learning how to do the colors, especially the weathering effects and their bases. The
bases were a very important aspect of the models.
So they could be full of details.
Yes, our client said before we started the project that, like, these guys, I want these guys to kill Tau. And I said, you know what, let's do some Tau wreckage on their bases, let's make some corpses, some blood.
Lots of corpses.
Yeah, and blood. By the way, like, is Tau blood blue? Like, we've got a lot of feedback on that. I don't know their lore very well, but the blood we used was red, and there were some people that said the Tau blood is blue, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Like, it's very interesting. You know what, aliens in 40k, like, they are very different, and each has
if they have rainbow-like colors on their planets, why not making their blood colorful?
Yep. And for the bases, besides the Tau wreckage, we used a theme of desert, which goes very well with the Mad Max idea. Because
all the action was happening on a very vast desert.
Our customer wanted us to make a vehicle-heavy army, because that's what Mad Max looks like. There are a lot of guys in rusted armor, in a lot of vehicles, and that looks very well. Like you can see, besides the Talos and Kronos, we painted a lot of Venom. We painted some Razor Wing jet fighters, and the weathering we did on this was very cool. You can see the trails of rust and of weathering on the wings and on the tails.
Yes, so they can resemble the vehicles made in the Mad Max movie. And especially we also painted their, let's say, their drivers to look like one of those futuristic barbarian people that live in that kind of era.
Yeah. And we painted them to match the rest of his army. Anyway, I will put some pics right here so you can see what his entire army looks like. Anyway guys, like, I hope you really like the army, and enough talk, let's show you the showcase for the entire army we've painted. See you next time.